tell me, how are you doing? How is your morning?
Yeah, morning was great because actually right now at my mother's home, I'm enjoying summer holidays. So, like I am like a free bird, no work, no household chores, getting food and a breakfast at my table. So what else I can ask for?
It's a blessing to be at your mother's house.
Yeah, it's really blessing. And when you are at your mother's home, you started living your childhood again. And these memories, 10 or 15 days, can help you to cope up with your upcoming problems. These are strength. So I
Yes.
took it as that way because
Mm.
I will get chance, I think, on Diwali, most
Okay.
probably. So yeah, after 6 months, I would be able to come here. So these are going to be for my, strength.
But it is somewhat different, right? When you were a child and how you used to be at your mom's place versus now. I assume you're married, right? So when you are
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you come, sometimes it is different. The treatment is different. Your experience is different, right?
Yeah, today itself, my mother was telling that you are getting so, careless. You are not taking care of your daughter. You are not bothering whether she has eaten or not. So I said, Mama, every time I used to do this. So now she is here. So give me days, 4 or 5 days are mine. So let it be my way. And she will eat. In 4 or 5 days, if she will not get food and a healthy thing, so it's not going to impact that much. I will cover up it later. So, tomorrow itself, my mom was saying, even my sister was also saying, you every time you are just lying on the sofa and couch, you are eating every time, you are not putting that much attention. So I just, I saying I am all ears, but I don't pay that much attention. But
We
five
need a
minutes,
break too.
yeah, we need a break too to be a good mother again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rightly said. Okay, so before we jump into the further conversation, I would like to know a little more about yourself.
Yeah, definitely. I would love to. My name is Poonam Shukla, and I'm running a YouTube channel named English with Shuklain. I hail from Kanpur, a city of Uttar Pradesh, and I born and brought up over there. But from last 18 years, I have been living in Delhi with my husband, and I have a 9 years old daughter. If I talk about my qualification, I did masters, BSc, and it's my experiences. I worked as a team leader in a BPO for 4 years and as a insurance advisor in ICICI for 2 years. But from last 9 years, I have not been doing something productive and concrete in terms of earning. And right now, I am focusing on my communication.
Any particular
Yeah.
reason? Do you want to revive your career, or you're just doing it for passion?
No, no, there is no particular reason. The reason is that you want to know why I am doing such kind of thing right now.
Yeah, why you're working on your communication or your English? Is there any specific reason to it?
Yeah. First thing that if I talk about, I am living a nuclear family, and there are something was going happen with me because I have only one daughter. So my life whole day revolves around her. I used to keep an eye every time on her, and I was like started scolding, and sometimes I was feeling such kind of thing. I thought I should be keep myself busy in something so that I can give her some space. I was quite protective. Every time I just want her to be the peak. I want her to get the good marks. I cannot tolerate if she didn't get half marks less. So that kind of things are happening with me. So I thought I should engage myself so that I would be able to cope up such kind of things. So that was the reason. And second thing, I always passionate about this language. And since I have started going in the PTM, that is the main concern. PTM, because you have to speak English. And if you are not capable of, like now my daughter is say fifth grade, but once she grow up, she will feel that my mother is not capable enough. Maybe she don't want to introduce me with her friends, and it will happen. I have seen it. So that is the another reason.
Hmm.
Okay, so you are somewhere on my place because you were an engineer. You have given that much time, but because of your responsibility, this is the prior info, to take after your kids. So, ma'am, I just want to ask, like now you are working on your this platform because this is easy to handle along with your household chores and the responsibility. But
Yes.
what would you prefer to be a your engineering job, and if you get opportunity to become a good communicator, a good influencer. So what would you choose?
I would continue doing YouTube because this gives a lot of freedom for me to balance my professional and personal life because I can work at any time of the day or night whenever I'm free. So I like this independence. I do not want to be accountable to somebody else and explain to them why I'm not doing things or why things are pending. So I like to be my own boss. So I would prefer doing this. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why because I also want to, because my mother used to tell me, why you are wasting your time, why can't you take some tuition, and why can't you join something else? But since I have started this, I am beginner, I am not that good, but one thing I have gotten, and I got to know that if I put my 100% effort, and if I would be consistent, definitely I can create a career from the YouTube. It's my perception within 1 or 2 years, because I have heard somewhere, and there was a YouTuber, he was telling that if you want to do something, at least you should give 1 or 2 years, then you would be able to see that whether you are capable enough to do, or within 6 months of span and 2 months of span you cannot achieve anything. So I also feel same, because this is the platform where you can be your boss. There is no time limit. You are not dependent. You are not responsible to give the answer. You are answerable to anything, why you have not done this, and you are not in hurry. I have to reach that 9 o'clock. If whether your daughter is ill or your husband is ill, you don't need to give any kind of clarification. So that's why I asked this question.
Yes,
So
exactly.
it
I have
means,
the same kind of feelings. Yes.
yeah. Okay,
Mm.
because I have heard in one of your video you were telling that right now I am doing this way, but I have a desire to become a good influencer, a teacher in that way. Because in some interview you were telling, so I thought that would be in your mind.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
practically speaking, I don't aim for things. Honestly, I'm a very laid back person. I don't aim high. It is just I keep doing my work and I just try to be the best, whatever I can do. So that's all. I have learned to not expect things. But when you start expecting, you sometimes, if something doesn't go your way, you will feel disappointed and etc. etc. So it is my opinion to not have expectations from anything or from anyone. Just give your best shot and leave the rest. And honestly, my channel is doing well, and I'm connecting to a lot of people, and I'm receiving a lot of nice comments. So yeah, I feel truly blessed. It's going well.
yeah, because I believe that you believe in simplicity and minimalism. As
Mm.
whatever I have observed through your personality, you are a kind of person who don't run behind others, and you don't run behind the things. You find that whatever I have, the resources I have, I will try to utilize them at the most of it. Whatever opportunity you are trying to get the most of it. So do you believe in the minimalism? As you are the simplest person, you don't need. I don't feel that you are a kind of person who try to show off things in terms of dressing and anything. Am I right?
No, no, no. I am a minimalist. I like being simple. Also, that I don't have time so much. Honestly, I grew up in a conservative family where we were not very much allowed to show off or be stylish or etc. I hope you understand. So I grew
Yeah,
up like that, and now you don't have the kind of desires that you used to have as a teenager or as a person in your growing years. So I am kind of adjusted to that raising, and even now experiment, and I like to be the way I am. So yeah, I'm minimalist, and I don't want to like
yeah,
waste time when I can do something more productive. Like I can have a session, or rather than spending half an hour getting dressed, so I could have a session with somebody and do something more productive. So that's just my point of view.
yeah. It's totally agree. Actually, if you are happy with, the problem is that I'm not saying that the person who is getting dressed up properly, they are bad. If they are happy with that, they should go. But
Yes,
if you
yes,
are not happy, you are not willing, but you are thinking that what other will think, that will show on your face. You won't be able to match up with this.
yes,
But
yes,
if you
yes.
are happy in your attire, show on your face. You will sound confident. Your physique and everything would be confident.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
Yes, yes. I have a lot of respect for all the women who take time to dress up and then accommodate everything in their schedule. Because honestly, I am not that kind of person who is so active and doing including everything in your lives, because some people do a lot of skin care, hair care, they take care very well, they are working, but I am not that kind of person. I take it slow and easy. So I have a lot of respect for people who really dress up and show up and they take care of themselves. So I'm just telling how I am. So I don't mean to tell anything about anyone else.
Yeah, same thing with when I see any lady who, how can, when I always admire if a lady who has two kids and who dress up properly, manage, and house is neat and clean, everything is precise way, and anything minuscule from body to toe, and she get time to dress up, and as well as if you find their kids are also well maintained, their husband is well maintained. So sometimes I feel like I cannot manage even one kid, and how can she manage school, kids, husband, everything? So it's quite commendable if any person can do, and she should go with this. I am
Yes.
also kind of lazy person. Sometimes I feel like, okay, if I take care of my face, it go for 1 month, whatever I have ingredient, I try to apply my face, and rest of 2 months I'm not going to do anything.
Yeah.
That kind of person. Yeah,
Mm.
but I like who dress up properly. I really admire those who go to parlor and take facial. My husband used to tell me every time, why don't you go? I feel like whenever I go for threading, I feel like I should go for the facial, but it will take 30 minutes na. I would rather better I would be at home. So that is the reason I don't go for the facial. I love, and when I see them, and whenever I take any facial anything, next time definitely every 15 days I will go for facial. But that 15 days turn into 3 months, 4 months, whenever it is
Yeah.
very much needed. It's happened. So
Yeah.
Santaman, we go with the such thing. One question I just want to ask related to English. Uh, is there any tool or technique to learn phrasal verb easily?
I don't know exactly. I can just
Do
do
you
the
feel the
practicing
importance
and
of phrasal
listening
verb?
more. Sorry?
Do you feel the importance of phrasal verb by the spoken English in if you sound more native, more confident? So is it important to use phrasal verb?
It
Do you
might
feel?
be important for to like better articulate your thoughts, to better arrange them in a particular way. It sounds nice, your language sounds nice when you use phrasal verbs. If you can do it deliberately. Just write down a few phrasal verbs, and the same way how you would use a new vocabulary in your practice, same way you can also try and use phrasal verbs. Write a few sentences which you think you can use in your speaking practice. So that is the only way I know, but yeah, I don't have enough knowledge about it. I think you should do it just the way you do your vocabulary.
Because I have heard your one of I saw one of your video. So there were few phrasal verb. If you are you introduce your English in your college school days, you have taken I think education from the convent school.
Yes, I have.
Confidence school. So that could be a reason that you are not putting that much effort. But for me, it's quite challenging because phrasal verb have quite different meaning, and every word has a different meaning. So for that, I just want to know if there are any tools and techniques. I'm trying to apply. I'm whatever I came across, I try to put it in my conversation. But the list is too large. It's
Yes,
not
yes.
easy to indicate each and every phrasal verb.
I think you
So
should
that's
listen
why
to more of native speakers because they use it quite often. So if you do more of listening to native speakers, you will be able to get your input in order to put it out in your speech. I think you have to do more of practice of using it in your speech. Just write it down when you're having a conversation. Try to use that sentence. So that's what you can do.
I. One more thing, ma'am. Do you believe that we should try to work on your spoken English accent? It is important. Right now, people are running behind the accent. They are copying the native speaker.
See, native speakers, no matter how much you try, you won't get that accent as native speakers because they have learned English directly with that accent ever since they were a child. So when I was abroad, what I've noticed is if your child is born abroad, they will pick up that accent very soon because they will learn English that way. They will learn the pronunciation that way. But we grown-ups, when we live there for 10 years, 15 years, our English will get more refined, but the accent part will take a lot of time. So according to me, accent should come last on the list. First, you try to focus on your accuracy, speak correct English, because when you have so many grammatical errors, and then you try to fake an accent, your language like goes for a toss. It doesn't sound really nice. So if you're perfect in English and you don't have much of grammatical errors, and then if you're focusing on accent, if you really want to, there is nothing wrong in it. But for me, accent would come last.
Yeah, accent come last. And if I feel, if you are a professional, you are in working in a surrounding that where you need to do such kind of thing, then I think we should focus more. It's become compulsion if you are going to interact with this kind of people. Because I have observed people started following the accent, but when they go on flow, few 15, 5 or 10 minutes, they stuck with that accent, and they after that they start speaking like us. So
Yes.
rather than, I believe, if, as you told, you have given me good advice, as work on accuracy in your structure formation, and whatever you are speaking, if you are able to convey that thought properly, that is more important rather than accent. But if you are keen, so
Yes.
there is no harm. Yeah.
There's no harm. Also, if you're planning to go abroad, live abroad, or communicate with people of native speakers, so then I think it would be important for you to understand them completely. Then you do a lot of listening practice of native speakers of that area where you're going, so that you can understand them completely. Because sometimes it becomes challenging to understand other native speakers, especially the UK
Yes.
accent is quite difficult to understand. American is a bit easier, but UK accent is quite difficult. So if you're planning to move abroad, then I would say focus on your accent as well, because you should be able to understand and reply to people.
Yeah, I have faced. Actually, I was using Free for Talk. There is an application, Free for Talk, where you can connect with the foreigners also. So, initial days, I used to say, "Could you come again?" I didn't get it. So sometimes it feel like bad. Okay, I am asking again and again. But after few months of practice, I become familiar. But it still is quite challenging. But they speak in so fast. If I speak in Hindi, they won't be able to understand. So same
Yes.
with us. If I'm not able to, but with the practice you can understand. As you told, if you want to grow foreign country, that it's important. If you are not capable enough to speak, at least you should understand what they are trying to say.
Yes.
Every time, okay, what will come again? I didn't get it. Sorry, it doesn't work.
Yes. Yes. So how long did you
Yes.
use that app, Free for Talk? And how was your experience?
The experience was quite okay. Initially, it was quite okay because there the plus point was there was no time limit, like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, and it was totally free. But after some time, I cannot speak lies. So when they realize that I am married, I am a mother of one child, so you can understand. Now that these apps are changing in a dating app rather than on a practice app. They are looking for a girl, they are looking for they can make friends. Even some people, kids, student, if they went there to enhance their communication, but they get trapped in such kind of things.
Yeah.
So, before, because of that, I changed my ID. I turn it to Mary, Christian name. I took, because my motto was to enhance my communication. But I have to do this. I changed my ID, Mary. One of person suggests me, if you took Indian name, foreigners will not try to connect with you. So it's happened. I use it for 1 month, and I think not more than 1 or 2 months. After that, I shifted. Okay, I is not going working that way, because when I am free, I'm not getting the proper partner. And after 2 or 3 minutes of introduction, I feel like go continue. So it's just waste of time. So I thought, rather than wasting on that, I should work on myself. I can self talk, and I will try to get another app. That was the best thing. So
Mm.
if you have time, if you are younger person, you can get many people. It's not like every time I used to talk for hours with the foreigners. It's happened. But I am a housewife. I'm a mother. Every time I'm not that free. Okay, every time I'll just keep on calling when someone will be busy, and I will make a call. So it's happening. But the plus point, if you can make call in night, that
Yes.
would be, plus point. If you are free at night, because foreigners can take your call in the night also,
Yes.
because
Yes.
of time itself.
Which app are you
Yes.
using currently?
Currently, Skype and Ace Fluency.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
all the
Ace
apps have the same drawback. Even Ace Fluency, when people listen to your
yeah,
introduction, most of the time they just hang up. Yeah, yeah, they
yeah.
just.
Actually, you know what? I just want to tell you one incident. One day I was not feel like sleeping, so I just, okay. I try to make a call. It was around 12 o'clock. And I have no issue with my husband. My husband said, okay, whenever you free time, if you don't feel like, you can have a conversation. Don't, there is no issue. So when I made the call, a person got connected and he was whispering. You can understand what kind of feeling that time that person was having. He was whispering. And I said, okay, so are you looking for a girl to have a conversation? I am straightforward and I don't feel shy to say that. So he said, yeah. So I said, you are wasting your time. I am a mother and I'm a housewife. So I think you should, cut down your call. He said, yeah, I also think so. And he immediately cut down the call. So it is like, they are looking for a girl, they are looking for the thing. But my motto was the communication. So I said, okay, I should not do such kind of thing. But in the afternoon, sometime I got connected with the really nice people. And the plus point, you have 30 free minutes. But if you got connected with the prime member, the time can increase. If
Yes.
you are having a conversation, time can increase. And if they give you good rating, so you can get more than 30 minutes. So I think it's enough. We don't need to pay money for that.
Yes.
30-minute practice is enough.
Right.
So
Yeah.
right now, I
Yeah.
also use Joe's skill. Joe's skill was the problem was every time you get connected with the beginner, most of the time. So I
Right.
know we should help them, but every time, how can we do such kind of thing? I
Yeah.
want someone better than me to enhance my communication. So that is the
Exactly.
reason. Right now, it's Type and the Ace Fluency I'm using right now.
Mm. Okay. Yeah. So in the next 5 years, what do you want to achieve?
Uh, 5-year goals is right now my only goal to find feeds in the YouTube. I am giving my best, and I will try to be continue with this. And I also want to upload the video on grammar base because I'm getting good views and comments on my grammar videos. So I
Oh,
just want to go with that. Yeah, I'm getting a subscriber on my grammar videos, and people are asking. So because my grammar portion is not like I just want to go with the tenses. I'm a Hindi medium person. I can feel the pain, how we are taking things, how it's become difficult to understand thing when एक sentence आप learn करने के बाद you find the another sentence with the same scenario. So I just want to how I have understood the all the causative, conditional, and such kind of things. These are quite difficult for us. So I just want to convey in that simple way. So because of that, I am getting good. So I just want to go with that.
mm. Okay.
Type.
Nice.
I just want to my YouTube channel.
Okay, good luck for your YouTube channel. So anything else before we wind up? I don't want to, but unfortunately, I just gave somebody else a time at 12. So yeah.
No,
Anything
actually
else?
I have one question, but right now I forgot. I go in flow and we talk about facial and all the things. So next time definitely I will ask. I can understand you have another, timing, another appointment. So thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank
And
you
it
for
was really nice
connecting.
talking
Yeah,
to you.
yeah.
I
Yeah, yeah.
love your simplicity.
Thank you so much. It was really nice talking to you because you're a talkative person and you have so much to talk. So it is always nice to connect with such people and have conversations because you just don't run out on thoughts and you don't need to ask any questions to that person. So the conversation goes in a flow. So I really enjoyed this type of conversation and we'll definitely talk again because I feel it is kind of
Not bombarding question. You don't need to worry. You don't need to ask me anything. I will just keep on running this. Okay, bye. Thank you.
thank you. Bye bye. Have a good day. Good luck.
Bye.